Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slapp. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the brand new Hourglass Veil Skin Tint. But if you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. And without further ado guys, here is the video. This is brand new, but the dog actually ate it or chewed the box, so I haven't actually opened it yet, but this is Martin doing his thing. I picked this up in the shade 14. Hopefully it's the right shade for me. I'm also going to be doing a wear test. The sun is beaming in my eyes, so I'm going to read you the blurb. It says, a lightweight skin tint that instantly boosts skin's moisture levels by 52% and provides all-day hydration for a dewy, healthy looking glow. This formula melts instantly into skin, providing comfortable all-day wear and a sheer veil of coverage to diffuse imperfections and even skin tone, while visibly plumping and smoothing the complexion. It's formulated with 94% naturally derived ingredients, including hyaluronic acid, to deeply hydrate and enhance skin's radiance. So it comes in 18 shades, and there are a decent number of richer skin tones. There's not as many as there are the fair ones, but it is Hourglass. So this is $49 US and £49. It's exactly the same. At Hourglass, you only get free shipping over £50, so they're kind of encouraging you to buy more things, but you can get it at Space NK and Sephora, so I will link those down below. I'm going to show you guys the packaging, show you some swatches, and then I'm going to get into a demo. So guys, those are the swatches on. The Hourglass swatch did look quite light, and 14 did seem like the right shade for me. It does look a bit bright. It looks a bit more like my usual skin tone shade, but tints tend to be quite deceptive because they're quite sheer and can be quite buildable. Some of my MAC ones have been very sheer, very light looking, but then they look fine on my skin. The Hourglass doesn't actually look too dissimilar to the MAC once the MAC oxidizes. The MAC does start off looking very light, but it does oxidize, which makes it a really good tint for me. Even though it starts off super light and it looks like it's totally the wrong shade, it does oxidize to become pretty okay. It actually becomes richer than the Hourglass. The Hourglass foundation is a very different tone. It's a lot more neutral, it's a lot more brown, it's a lot more rooted in my actual skin tone and not just being like an orangey version of my skin tone, so that's really nice. The Rare Beauty one is much richer, also has that same neutral undertone, very grounded, very brown, and a much more like skin tone like for me. The It Cosmetics is a little bit lighter than that, but has the same undertone. The Fenty Ease Drops actually looks a lot closer to the Hourglass Skin Tint, and then the Sisley is always red looking but actually does look pretty decent on the skin. So very interesting array of tints. I really like the packaging. I think it's really chic, very modern, and it's kind of like a luxurious way of doing a tint. It feels matte on top and then has like a gloss lid. I like the fact that it's all square at the bottom. It just feels a bit more modern. It has a nozzle dispenser, so you can kind of just plop some on the back of your hands. So I'm just going to use one drop. It does feel a bit light. So I definitely can see the difference it's made. It's really smoothed out my complexion, evened it out. It does look a lot more hydrated. Even though it doesn't look dehydrated on this side, it does look more hydrated, a bit more plump. Definitely does feel a little bit light for me, especially to wear now. It does feel nice and lightweight on. I do like the feel of it. It's done a good job of blurring, but it does feel a little bit light, especially looking at my chest and looking at this side of my face. I'll give you a quick close-up. Okay, that's it on. It does feel really nice, and I think once this is my skin tone, I'm going to enjoy using this a lot. This definitely is a bit light for me, so I would probably go for the 15 if I were you. My skin looks much more even, it looks more bright. Maybe that's because the shade's a little bit light. But it does look a lot more even, it looks plump. I really am enjoying it. I think it looks really good. It is obviously a little bit light for me. Let's see if it oxidizes or blends into my skin at all. I'm going to quickly do my eyes and a little bit of powder. So guys, that is the finished look. That is the brand new Hourglass tint on. It looks a bit odd because the shade is a lot lighter than my skin tone and my chest. But I do like the feel of it. I like the finish. It looks very healthy and plump and moisturized. So I really like that. Obviously the shade is very off for me. But I will keep wearing it throughout the day. I will let you know, and I'll keep checking it. This is at 5 hours in. It's got very good wear. It's still quite sheeny and plump looking. It is now 6:42, 8 hours and 42 minutes. I think that's actually really good. I've still got loads on my face as well, which I'm really surprised about. It's still got a really good glow to it. I feel like there's a bit of build up around my nose on this side, but I think that's also the powder I put on. I feel like it's done better than a lot of foundations I have. And also I feel like it's kind of looks a bit more like my skin now. It's kind of blended in a lot more, maybe because it's blended away a little bit down here, but it still looks very even. It looks very smooth. It's a little bit shiny in some places, but it definitely gives that dewy glow. And it's got very good coverage. Considering I've been wearing this for 8 hours, I think I could wear it for another like 2 to 4 hours and it will still look the same. So I'm very impressed with this. So guys, that is the Hourglass tint in the shade 14. I do really like this tint actually. I think it's got really good wear. It looks really good throughout the day. My only complaint would be the shade I got and the fact that it did start to feel a little bit heavy when I started to blend on and add on some of my other products. But I do think it feels really lightweight now. It feels good on, and it's got a really nice finish. I really like the finish. It's very glowy and dewy, natural, and I think this is a really good one for mature skin and dry skin and normal skin, whatever that is. I think oily skin, you might not love this as much, but it's not as shiny as the MAC Strobe, even though I love the MAC Strobe. It's much more, the MAC Strobe is much more of a winter tint, whereas I think this is a good all year rounder. So So far, really enjoying it. I think I will get a new shade. Let me know if you want to see a video with that on, or whether you don't need to see it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Do you like the look of this tint? 8 hours, almost 9 hours wear, 8 hours and 42 minutes of wear, almost 9 hours. I think that's very, very good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.